Hi, I'm Megan Donlin, and I'm here today on IU's campus to talk to people about gun control. Come on, let's go check out the gun show.
I think they're pretty cool. However, I know there's a lot of irresponsible people, so I think it's important that the government controls them and makes sure that they don't get in the wrong hands.
Guns are bad. No, I think that, if they're used properly, I think guns can, intimidate people in a good way, but I don't particularly like them.
Just use them responsibly.
I think it's important that the people have access to guns, that the general population has guns, because I don't like the idea that only the government would possess them in case anything real crazy should ever happen.
I guess I have more problem with violence, and so I think my beliefs on gun control really are motivated by how I feel about violence and how we should resolve conflict.
For the most part, I don't think they're as necessary as most people make them out to be, and I think they need to be much tighter regulated.
I believe police should be allowed to carry firearms. My cousin works with the gang unit back home, and from his stories, man, I'm really thankful they allow him to carry firearms because people pull some ridiculous things.
As I've said, I believe the general population should be allowed to have guns. If they're allowed to be, then the police definitely need to be. No matter how good the long-range disabling technology you have, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Well, I think that as long as criminals have guns, the police should also have guns, or it wouldn't be fair. They wouldn't really be equipping themselves for the kind of danger that they may face. So I definitely think that police should have guns as long as guns are out in society.
I think they should definitely have firearms, just because even if guns are illegal, people are still going to have them, and it's up to the police to protect the public. So I think guns give them that advantage.
If police officers are willing to lay their life on the lines, I feel like they should have a means which they can protect themselves.
I think a lot more emphasis should be put on less than lethal. I think a lot more money and a lot more training should be put into it, and officers should be very much more strongly encouraged to use those items rather than their firearms in tight or difficult situations.
In a perfect world, there'd be no guns. But, people can buy guns on the street without even having to, register. So that's not a perfect world.
I think in some way it should be controlled about who can get a gun and just like age-wise, but for guns for hunting, I think it's fine.
Well, I would probably own a gun, except I really have no reason to. So in that sense, probably not. But if I was a hunter, then yeah, I would definitely own a gun.
I don't own any of the above right now. Quite simply because I think the average American kitchen has enough implements of those sorts to keep a house well protected.
I really have no excuse to own a gun right now.
A taser, those are pretty cool, but I actually, not a gun probably, unless if I was in a position where maybe I was robbed in my house, then I might find it, beneficial to own a gun just for my own safety, but that hasn't happened yet, so knock on some wood.
No, I probably wouldn't, not unless for some reason I took up hunting as a hobby, which I probably wouldn't be. Though actually some of the hunters I've met are actually some of the biggest environmentalists I've ever met.
My mom really wants a taser, which kind of has made me a little nervous about having one, but I think if you own one, you should be well trained in it. And so when it comes to a taser, specifically, I know officers have to be tased before they can carry one. So I think the same should be true for people. So I don't think I'd ever carry a taser because I don't want to be tased. And when it comes to guns, at this point in my life, I don't think I'll own one, but who knows if that will change.
Wow, a lot of people like guns. How about that? I'm Megan Donlin. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.